Hello, I'm Mrs Robinson-Powell and welcome to my online assembly about VE Day. It's such a significant time in all our lives at the moment, and what better time to reflect on previous generations and the sacrifices they made for us and to give thanks. Friday, the 8th of May 2020 marks 75 years since VE Day. Also known as Victory in Europe Day, it marks the day towards the end of World War II when fighting against Nazi Germany in Europe came to an end. On the 8th of May 1945, Prime Minister Winston Churchill made an announcement on the radio at 3 p.m. that the war in Europe had come to an end. Tuesday, the 8th of May 1945 was an emotional day that millions of people had been waiting for. Many people were extremely happy that the fighting had stopped, and there were big celebrations and street parties. Huge crowds with lots of people dressed in red, white and blue gathered outside Buckingham Palace in London. And now it's our turn to commemorate the event. The early May bank holiday, usually on a Monday, has been moved so that the bank holiday is the same day as VE Day, Friday the 8th of May. There will be special events taking place on this day and across that weekend when everyone will give thanks to those who served in the war and to remember all those who lost their lives. Many of these special events have been amended in order to conform with social distancing guidelines and to keep us safe. You can participate in many activities from the comfort of your own home. At 11 a.m, there will be a 2-minute silence. At 11:15, the Royal British Legion will live stream memories and stories from those who served and sacrificed during the Second World War. This will be on the British Legion's website. At 8 p.m, there's a People's Celebration programme on BBC One, culminating in a sing-along of the famous song We'll Meet Again. On our return to school, I'd like to create a display to commemorate 75 years since VE Day. It would be great if some students could write a bit about what you did with your families to commemorate this day and why you think it's still significant to remember it today. Some of you might prefer to write a poem or draw a picture to show how you remembered. These would be fantastic on display. Any contributions that you have towards our VE Day display, please forward them to me, Mrs Robinson-Powell, or to your history teacher. Diolch. And now for our VE Day reflection. On the 75th anniversary of VE Day, let us celebrate the end of the war in Europe. Give thanks for the service and sacrifice of everybody who contributed to the war effort to protect our freedoms. Remember the impact the war had on individuals and hope for a peaceful future.